Welcome everybody to Scott Cooks, and what's for dinner tonight? Toasted coconut shrimp in the Ninja Foodie. That's right, we're going to air fry some shrimp. Let's get started. Alright, let's go over our ingredients. I've got 1 pound of peeled, deveined, tail on frozen shrimp. We're going to run those under some water, thaw them out. I've got a little garlic, onion, black pepper, and sea salt tonight. We're going to use some flour, panko, sweetened coconut, an egg, and this is a little sprayer for oil. I've got some olive oil in there, and of course our Ninja Foodie. All right, everybody, to get this started, you're going to need to put your basket in your Foodie, and we're going to need to get that basket hot. Don't put any oil in it yet. Don't spray it with anything. Let's just get it hot. And for that, we want to do the hottest thing we got, which is broil. Of course, I got to shut the lid for that. And we want a full 10 minutes on broil. Go ahead and start it. Okay? We want this really hot. Now we've got 10 minutes to get our food prepped and get ready to go. All right, let's start off with a half a cup of coconut. Now you don't have to measure this precisely. If you've got a lot of shrimp, you might want to add a little more, which I'm going to do. I'm just giving you the basic measurements. You know, if you got 4 shrimp, you cut this back. If you got 40 shrimp, you can add to it. And we're going to use separate bowls, guys. So set that bowl aside and bring in your next bowl. Not precise. We got a 1/4 cup of panko. So these are just some basic starting measurements for you. If you feel like you might need more, throw in more. If you feel like you need less, don't put as much in. Set that bowl aside. While you're doing this, make sure you're running cold water over your shrimp to thaw them out. You need these thawed before we cook them. All right, guys, now we're going to do a 1/4 cup of flour. And again, a little extra if you want. And the flour is where I'm going to put my seasoning in. This seems like the best place. Put a fair amount in there. We want this to really be flavorful. All right, go ahead and get rid of that bowl. Crack an egg. Lightly beat it. Don't go crazy with it. If you got a lot of shrimp, you might need 2 eggs. I do have a lot of shrimp. I may be adding another egg in here later on, but for now we're going to go with that. All right, the order is flour, egg, panko, coconut. Flour, egg, panko, coconut into the Foodie, which we haven't prepped the Foodie yet. We're still on that 10-minute heat right now. When your Foodie is finished with its 10-minute preheat, go ahead and spritz the basket fairly well with some oil. Keep the lid down, guys. Let's keep that heat in there. All right, we're going to start with flour. Flour, egg, panko, coconut. That is the order. And then into the Foodie. Now I'm going to get a bunch of these done first onto a plate, and then I'm going to put them into the Foodie in the basket on the bottom rack. You don't really want to stack these, so we're going to do this in multiple steps. In other words, we're going to have to cook this about two times, maybe 3 times. So let's go ahead and get a plate full of these. Look at that, guys. Oh yeah. Now let's go ahead and get a plate full of these going, and then we'll get them into the Foodie and fire them up. All right, guys, keep that Foodie hot. It's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's about it. You don't want to crowd them. Lid down. Air crisp. Drop that temperature a little bit. We need 375. Start it up. Reduce your time. Give me 4 minutes. Okay. 4 minutes, 375, air crisp. Do want to keep an eye on them. At the 4 minute mark, we're going to flip them over. We may not need the full 8 minutes. Keep a close eye on your shrimp, particularly the coconut. If it starts to burn, you're done. Get them out. All right, guys, time to roll them over. And I'm going to show you a little thing I like to do sometimes. Coconut is toasting up nicely. I doubt we're gonna go the full 8 minutes. We almost don't need to roll them over, do we? Bottoms are looking good. All right, let's make sure they're not laying on top of each other. Oh, I lost my coating on that one. Gotta be careful here. And a little extra spritz of the oil. Right on top. All right, I've got it set for 4 more minutes, but like I said, I don't think we're gonna need 4 minutes. And this is where we're at over here. I've made another plate full ready to go in, and I got about 10 left. So I had about almost 30 shrimp total. Let's finish these up, get those on a plate, and get those over there in, and then finish the last batch. Well, that was 2 more minutes, and these shrimp are done. Tails are pink. Coconut is toasted. Let's get these out and get the next batch in. Trying to pick these up carefully so I don't lose my coating, but you can see I am losing some of it. That's just the way it goes, I guess. And I'll just scrape around this coconut and try to knock as much of it through the holes as I can, getting ready for the next batch. Beautiful, huh? Let's get the next batch going, guys. 10 and down. Go ahead and spritz the top just a hair if you want. Well, there you go, guys. Coconut toasted shrimp, all cooked in the air fryer in the Ninja Foodi. Let's try one out. Let's give one of these a try, y'all. Get a crunch. That's what I'm after. Fantastic. For real. Very good. Let's put this together on a plate.